Hello YouTube, this is Gordon Fan291. This is the Doritos NHL Series, race 16 from Toronto. I missed the command. This is a doubleheader weekend. And this week we're changing it up. We're going Eastern Conference first. I believe I've done Western Conference first most of the time. And as you see, Stephen Paul III is on your pole. As the leaders come through, they're speeding up. We've already got the green flag out. We're underway from Toronto, north of the border. And the field already sprang out top four, single file by the time they get into turn number one. Kevin White's going to have to fend off Jake Williams as they come down the back straightaway and into turn number three. Will Goss trying to go for, I believe that is sixth spot. Well, at least was peaking, not able to do it. There is a battle back in the pack with Jeffrey Buckeye. Jake Williams right to the back bumper and even made contact with Kevin White. Watch out as the leaders come off that corner. IndyCars would get that wall a lot, but looks like everyone was through that one A-okay. All 15 cars did take the green flag. That's good news. We're still green flag racing. Jake Williams a little loose or tail happy coming off that corner. Ostinogo in the wall. He's still going to keep that spot though. As the green flag's still out and these guys are trying to... Wow, look at Jake Williams fight that car through that corner. So SP3 first lap, a 7/10 of a second lead over Ostinogo. Big race for Steven. He's been moving his way up the standings. He's up to 5th now in the Eastern Conference. Where is the guy who came into the race 8th? 13th for Bub Phillips. Whoa, and Nick Nauman, pit road. Lap 1, he's already got no hood. So apparently Nauman got into someone. Oh well. Got a battle for second here between Ostinogo and Lily Murphy. And they're going to need Steven to get the wall here to really... Oh, wow. And speaking of which, Steven did get the wall. But he got in a bad spot for trying to pass. So Steven will hang on to the lead there. As Lily Murphy's still trying to find a way to get around Ostinogo. And despite Steven getting the wall, he only lost a 1/10 of a second on that race lead. Kevin White now going for 3rd down the back straightaway. And as they make the long run down to turn number 3, Kevin's actually going to not get that spot and be under attack for 4th. Lily gets the wall and we apologize for the lag. Off the wall once again for Lily Murphy. And the top 2 are checking out right now. Austin had success here when the IndyCars visited Toronto, trying to make it another win north of the border. In one of my series at least. I don't know if he has any wins north of the border than anyone else's, but he's got the Cheetos IndyCar win, I believe he won in Cheetos, or at least ran good. Lily Murphy now 3 seconds back. Now this race shapes up anything like the other race. Should be interesting here towards the end. The beginning was a little bit boring, but the end was awesome with like 3 or 4 guys usually in contention and trying to go for a race win at the end. Austin getting the wall. Steven gets the wall pretty good there. That's going to open the door for Austin to try and get a run. He wasn't close enough though, I don't think. And Steven's back up to speed. Steven gets the wall once again. Austin getting clean. Lily's got the wall hard over there. Come to the final set of corners here. Austin's fairly close. That time by, he's down to 0.4 of a second. Austin right in the rearview mirror, filling up Steven's rearview mirror. Let's see, Austin 15th in the Eastern Conference, so he really could use a great run here to try and could use the win to try and maybe catch up some ground. Hard to catch up ground in these double header races because there's only the 15 guys running. Wow, Steven got the wall and Austin turned him. No caution. Now the caution's out, but it's for Joey Murphy and Jake Williams. And that's huge, as now Austin's got a huge lead. He's just got to get it back around to the start-finish line. So Steven kind of mailing that one in. Tried to not hit the wall, and then when he hits the wall, gets turned by Austin Ogo, and the caution flag is out. So Austin Ogo, then it was Lily Murphy, Kevin White, Stephen Paul III with heavy damage. Wouldn't be surprised to see him pit. Amy Shelley and Joey Murphy, the top 5. And we'll go take a look to see what happened to bring out the caution. I believe it was Joey Murphy and Jake Williams hitting the wall over there. We're back. Here's where the caution came out. It was for Joey. Well, actually, it might have been. Let's see. It might have been for Steven. I don't know. Watch the lights. And yeah, I believe it's for Joey, because as he's sliding, the caution lights do come on. Joey Murphy hits the wall. Jake Williams also slides through the corner. Angel Navarro comes along then and actually hits the wall as well. So does Jeffrey Buckeye. So we'll take you back to see, well, actually we'll take you to see if there's pit stops and then back to green flag. And we're back. No one making pit stops under caution, so here's your full field rundown starting in 15th. Nick Nalman, Jeffrey Buckeye, Jeff James, the host driver, Bub Phillips, Angel Navarro, Jake Williams, Henry Sanford, Drew Austin, Will Goss, Joey Murphy, Amy Shelley, Stephen Paul III, Kevin White, Lily Murphy, and Austin Ogo. So we'll have 7 laps complete when we get to the green flag. And they're getting ready to come through. You'll see the pace car pull off here in just a moment. There he goes. Pace car is off. And as Austin Ogo speeds up, the green flag is back in the air. This is what actually triggered a really good finish in the IndyCar Series, was a late restart, which bunched the field back up. But Austin looking like he has pushed the pass or something in that car, because he was off and running there. See Jake Williams underneath Henry Sanford. Will Goss looks underneath Joey Murphy. And we'll make the move as they go through turn number 3. Into 5 now. Austin Ogo nice and smooth. And that's all he's got to be. I mean, it's so hard to pass on this course. All Austin has to be is just nice and smooth, and he should be able to win this race. Not so smooth off that corner, and it looks like he might get the wall. Yes, he does, but Lily scrapes up against it as well. And it's so hard to pass off that corner anyway, so... You see Austin's able to get a run back, and he's going through the S curve here, coming right straight down to the start-finish line. So 5 laps to go for Austin Ogo and the Carolina Hurricanes. I don't believe he has a race win yet this season. Lily Murphy would be going for, I believe, win number 2. Her win coming in race 6, the combo race. I really don't even remember some of the tracks, honestly. Lilly gets the wall. That's going to allow Kevin White to get... Well, actually, it's going to force Kevin White to get bunched up behind her. Lilly gets the wall. Here comes Kevin White for second in the Florida Panthers car. No, not going to be able to make the move. And Steven's going to... who tried the high side on Kevin, does not make the pass either. So we watch as Kevin tries... Wow! We got close to that wall. Kevin White just sliding that rear end right there. I mean, he's treating it like a dirt car race or something. He's been sliding that rear end the entire race. We got 4 laps to go, though, from north of the border. Steven now on driver's right for Kevin White. He's able to make the move. Here comes Amy Shelley. She is 14th in the points and running up in the top 5. Down to turn number 3. She's going to try and stay right there. She is, and she's going to be able to make the move as Drew Austin tries to force his way underneath Will Goss. But now Amy's on the driver's right, going into a left-hand corner. Kevin has... Oh, Will Goss hits the wall. No caution. Jeff James gets the wall. Still green flag. Angel Navarro, Jeffrey Buckeye hard. We're still green though. And Austin Ogo's got a huge lead. He's like, well, why didn't that bring out a caution? I would have won this race. At least I think he would have. 3 laps to go from the road course in Toronto. And you see, he's got a 2.5 second lead over Lily Murphy. Lily is then 2 seconds ahead of Stephen Pollard III. No real good battles, I believe, on the track at this point. And they're telling Austin, just be smooth. Just stay out the wall. We got this. Be conservative. We got a 2.5 second lead. 2.5 second lead. Well, they may be telling him that, but it certainly isn't happening. Whoa, what happened to Lily? Where is that 16 car? There she is. And she fell back to 5th. Really not sure what happened, but now it's a 5-second gap in between Austin Ogo and Stephen Pollard III with 2 laps to go. How about this? Last in the points should come home with a victory here today. And Henry Buckeye's saying, hey, it can happen. I got 3 top 5s and I'm in last in the Western Conference. So, yeah, Austin's got 4 top 10s so far this year, maybe a 5th. I can't really see the standings all that well for this series because it's based on average finish, but as he comes to the final set of corners, Austin Ogo is going to see the white flag this time by. You see the flagman waving it there. 1 lap to go for Austin Ogo. There you see some of them actually going through there. Trying to get a good camera view. On board with Austin Ogo. Coming through the final set of corners. Gets the wall. but it's not gonna matter. Here he comes through the S curve at Toronto, and Austin Ogo is going to take the Carolina Hurricanes Chevrolet to victory lane from north the border. Stephen Paul III, second. Amy Shelley, third. Kevin White, fourth. Bub Phillips, fifth. Drew Austin, sixth. Here comes Lily Murphy. She's back in seventh now. Joey Murphy, 8th. Jake Williams, Jeff James, Henry Sanford, Nick Nowlin comes on 12th. Angel Navarro, 13th. Will Goss, 14th. And Jeffrey Buckeye was in 15th. But there's your beat-up winner. The Carolina Hurricanes are victorious here in Toronto. There you see your official standings. We're just going to put this real quick in here. Part 1. And we'll be right back for the Western Conference turn here at Toronto. And we're back for the Western Conference. We're getting set to get the command here. Brian James and James Shelley, your front row.
Drivers, start your engines!
Then it's Henry Buckeye trying to repeat what Austin Ogo just did and go and be the last place driver in points or in the standings and then win the race. Then it's Daniel Day alongside James Silverfox and Steve Pollard, row 3. Mike Wagner and Cody Moore, row 4. Last week's winner, Mike Wagner, by the way. Zach Buchanan and Oriole Pollard, row 5. Mark Matthews and Harrison Buckeye on row 6. Don Capps, Charles Sanford, and then Kyle Austin rounding out the 15-car field. Gonna get you kind of up to the race right here. A little bit quicker then, I mean. Oh, that was pretty good there. We're getting set to go green. In fact, Brian James already speeding up. The green flag is out from Toronto. Really close there on the start. I mean, way closer than the other race, than the Eastern Conference race. Kind of made some modifications to hopefully improve racing here. And James Shelley grabs the race lead from Brian James. Brian James looks like his car not getting up to speed just as well as you'd like it to. Maybe didn't have. I mean, he obviously had a fast car for one lap. Whoa! Steve Pollard just got loose there in turn 3. No caution. We're all good here. As Brian James tries to chase down the Minnesota Wild Toyota of James Shelley. And let's see how big of a gap James Shelley was able to open up. We're still caution free here. We made it through a lap. We're all good. The gap after one lap, only almost a second. So wow, not only did James Shelley grab the lead, he gapped them too. How close were they in qualifying? Yeah, pretty close on the one lap, so maybe Brian James just spun the tires a little bit there. Kyle Austin apparently on pit road. Hit something. Got a ton of damage as well, just like Nick Nowlin. As pretty much everyone's getting the wall there. James Silverfox the hardest of those. So now Kyle Austin's going to need a caution, and he surprisingly did not get one there as James Shelley, we missed it, got the wall pretty good. Brian James now to the race lead as Daniel Day's looking to pass him. We're still caution free. There's no caution. They're all green. Track's clear. We're still racing. James Shelley gets the wall once again. Brian James swings the bumper out wide, trying to maybe block there. So this time around, the gap from Brian James to Daniel Day is just under 0.4 of a second. As is. Coming down the straightaway, the back stretch down to turn number 3. Does Daniel pull to the inside? No, he's not. Well, yes, he is. He's there. Brian James gets the wall. Does Daniel get the wall over here? No. As Mike Wagner does get the wall. Don Capps does as well. We're still looking. Oriole Pollard's in the fence. Still no caution. Track is once again clear. We're back to green flag racing. As Henry Buckeye was trying to go for second, not to no avail. As James Shelley off the pace. Loses a ton of ground there. How about Steve Pollard? Wrecks on lap 1, par on the phone. And he's up to 6th already. But 8 seconds behind race leader Daniel Day. As Daniel is able to gap him now this time around. It's a 2-second lead. As we might be looking at our first guy to lead 2 consecutive laps. So Brian trying to erase the gap. You see a little bit of an indent on the hood of the Nashville Predators Ford. Daniel looks to have gone the wall. James Silverfox gets it there. Brian just barely clips it with the left rear quarter panel. Was he able to close? Survey says at the line. Yes. Big chunk there. Down from 2 seconds to 1.3. So there you see it on the back bumper. Cup the wings. Well, right now they are being cupped because they're down in 6th. But this is the compelling story. Can Brian James catch up to Daniel Day? Both these guys are in the top 3 in the Western Conference, separated only by Zach Buchanan. And Brian James losing a ton of ground here this lap. In fact, James Silverfox is going to get trapped in behind. That means he's at least like 4 seconds behind, really, if you think about it. James Silverfox not able to make a move yet. He's trying, but that Dodge just isn't cutting it right now. Brian gets the wall, but there's nothing you can really do when someone gets the wall off that corner. In fact, even they get a big run coming down this straightaway. Daniel's just crossing the line. Here comes the battle for second. Brian James hangs on to it for now, but now they're 5 seconds behind the race leader, nearly 6th. And Brian James is holding up the 99 of the Dallas Stars, James Silverfox. In fact, now here comes Henry Buckeye, the Edmonton Oilers, Stanley Cup champs in 1984. Hence the 84 on their car. Here comes James Silverfox inside of Brian James. He's going to get him. And Henry Buckeye shoves Brian James into that corner. This should be interesting as they come down to turn number 4. They're going to peak 3 wide. That does not work. Oh my gosh, the fact they even tried to make that 3 wide. Steve Pollard to the outside of Brian James. Daniel is loving this because he's now getting to pull ahead of the guy he is trying to chase down in the standings. Cody Moore now to the back bumper. He actually gets into Brian. I think Cody Moore got into Brian James there. Trying to help out his friend. Not able to. In fact, the gap is 6.2 seconds. The battle is for third, and these guys need a caution if they're going to catch up to Daniel Day. Down the back straightaway they come. The run down to 3. Here comes Henry Buckeye inside of Shelley. He's there. And Buckeye's going to have position on him as they come down into turn number 3. Shelley gives it up, but Pollard, wow, what an aggressive move by Pollard. Didn't even have the opening there, but takes advantage of it. Buchanan's back here, and Buckeye has gone past Moore. Oriole Pollard is in 11th. Charles Sanford, who came into the race 4th in the Western Conference, running 12th. Mike Wagner, last week's winner, is in 10th. Don Capps, there's Kyle Austin, and Mark Matthews has made a pit stop now to repair some of the damage. There's Daniel Day, and a whopping 6 seconds back, there's James Silverfox. Cutting into the gap a little bit. Maybe just avoiding the wall, I guess. It's very easy to lose and gain ground at this track, depending on what you do and what the person you're trying to catch up to does. See what spectators see right there? As they see right up to that number 99. As James goes to that corner, oh, well, he got the wall. So James will expect him to lose some ground here on this lap as he got the wall a little bit there. Got the wall again, which will allow Henry Buckeye to try and close in. Let's see what the gap is this time around. 5.6 seconds. No, he gained ground. So James Silverfox, despite nipping the wall, closes in on race leader Daniel Day. The run down to 3. Silverfox puts the inside line on to try and block Henry Buckeye. No avail. And the Edmonton Oilers are going to go into second place. Maybe. Silverfox still fighting it. Down into 4. They both... What a nice clean battle there for the second spot. Move Buckeye into it. Silverfox down to 3rd. So Buckeye's got a really fast car. He's turned the 3rd fastest lap time. Third to Daniel Day there, who ran a 1:12 his last time around. And Brian James. A 1:11 there that time around for Daniel Day. Buckeye still runs a 1:10 despite the fact of catching and passing Silverfox, but the gap now is 6 seconds from 1st to 2nd because Buckeye was... Well, I don't know why, but oh well, 6 seconds. The time running out, I don't see Buckeye doing it. He's got 4 laps to cut and a 6 second gap and then still pass him. But he is pulling away from Silverfox, so that's going to help. Whoa, Daniel is right there. That is not 6 seconds. Daniel Day off the pace. Here comes Henry Buckeye. Daniel Day has gotten the wall, and Buckeye's going to go to the race lead. Oh my gosh. Daniel Day clips the wall. Buckeye goes to the lead, and Pollard's now... Is the engine even running? Daniel Day way off the pace. Oh, heartbreak city for Daniel Day. And he will pit. Oh. Oh my gosh. Daniel Day, the dominant car here today. Not going to get the run he deserved, as he will be forced to make a pit stop. Was off the pace. But there is your leader. He's going to try and capitalize. He passed Silverfox, and now he just has to fend him off for 3 laps. Easier said than done, though. Although Silverfox will help him out by getting the wall. Here comes the run down to... I have no clue what corner number this is. Oh, well, actually, that's 8. Here is 9. Down to the S-curve for turns 10 and 11. Pollard's going to try and pass Silver Fox. Silver Fox in desperate need of a good run. He came into the race 9th in points with 2 laps to go. The gap, 2.9 seconds from Henry Buckeye to James Silver Fox. Where's Brian James at? He's a lap down. Where is Brian James? There's Brian. Is he off the pace or something? So Brian James is a lap down. But Daniel Day is back to 14th. So what could have been an awesome day for Daniel Day, not going to pan out too well. In fact, he's still off the pace. As now he goes 1 lap down. So I'm not sure what's going on with Daniel's car. So more troubles for the number 2 San Jose Sharks machine. Meanwhile, Henry Buckeye on the final lap. And he has got a 7-second lead over Steve Pollard. Slow and steady wins the race, folks. Daniel Day, the dominant car, he's not going to get it done. If all Henry Buckeye has to do is just work his way back around. On board with Henry Buckeye. Here he goes through turn number 8. The run to 9. 2 more corners to go. Henry Buckeye going to take the victory. Chevy's going to sweep the weekend at Toronto. The Edmonton Oilers victorious in Canada. Steve Pollard, James Silverfox, 2nd and 3rd. Harrison Buckeye in 4th. Zach Buchanan 5th. Oriole Pollard 6th. Charles Sanford in 7th. Cody Moore is 8th. James Shelley pitted on the final lap. Still going to limp around for 9th. Here comes Kyle Austin 10th. Dom Capson 11th. Mark Matthews will be 12th. Brian James already across the line, I believe, in 14th. Mike Wagner retired. And Daniel Day comes across 15th. So Henry Buckeye getting the win in Canada, or at least in Toronto in Canada. Not sure what part of Canada he lives in, but I know he'll be happy about this. Congrats to Henry Buckeye. We went through the entire field. As you see, it's still right there on your screen. Tough break for Daniel Day. He'll actually lose ground now. Man. Looked like he had a great car. Oh well. That's the way a cookie crumbles. This has been Gordon Fantino 1. And this has been a production of the Doritos NHL Series. See you guys next time from Irwindale.